Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're as obsessed with Kuruluş Osman as I am, you know this show thrives on delivering jaw-dropping plot twists that keep us glued to our screens. With episode 191 dropping soon, it's the perfect time to dive into the biggest plot twists we've seen so far and speculate on what might unfold next, without spoiling the upcoming episode. Let's break it down, unpack the themes, and explore where the story could take us, all while keeping that epic K spirit alive. Kuruluş Osman is more than just a historical drama, it's a saga about loyalty, betrayal, faith, and the unrelenting fight for a dream. The show's plot twists aren't just there for shock value, they're woven into the fabric of Osman Bey's journey to build a state against impossible odds. Take the recent twist in episode 190, where Osman's unexpected alliance with Sofia shook the Coup Beyside to its core. This wasn't just a political move, it sparked distrust among the Beys, fractured alliances, and set the stage for Claudius' dangerous coup attempt. Twists like these hit hard because they challenge Osman's vision of unity, forcing him to balance his ideals with the messy reality of leadership. Another massive twist was Gonka's life hanging in the balance. Aladdin's desperate plan to save her from Kukur's clutches had us all on edge, wondering if the Gonka would survive. These moments aren't just about drama, they reflect the show's core theme of sacrifice. Every character, from Osman to Bala to Aladdin, faces choices where personal love clashes with duty to the cause. It's what makes Kuruluş Osman so gripping, no one escapes unscathed. So, what could episode 191 bring? The trailer hints at Turgut Bey's return, which could be a game-changer. Turgut's loyalty to Osman is rock solid, but his absence has left gaps in the K ranks. His comeback might tip the scales against Claudius' coup, but I'm betting it'll also stir up old tensions, maybe even with Orhan or Aladdin, who've been grappling with their own roles in the tribe. The show loves to throw curveballs, so expect Turgut's return to come with a twist, like a hidden agenda or a past secret resurfacing. Welcome back, K fans. In part 1, we set the stage for episode 191 by looking at how Kuruluş Osman uses plot twists to drive its story. Now, let's zero in on one of the biggest threats looming over Osman Bey, Claudius' coup attempt for the Bursa throne. This plotline is pure fire, and it's got the potential to flip the entire narrative on its head. Let's analyze what's at stake and what might happen next, keeping it spoiler-free but packed with insight. Claudius' move in episode skills 190 was a classic Kuruluş Osman twist, calculated, ruthless, and perfectly timed to exploit Osman's alliance with Sofia. By targeting the Bursa throne, Claudius isn't just after power, he's aiming to dismantle the fragile K-Sofia pact, which Osman risked everything to forge. This coup is more than a political power grab, it's a direct challenge to Osman's dream of a unified state. The show's all about these high-stakes chess games, where every move has ripple effects, and Claudius is playing like a grandmaster. What makes this twist so compelling is how it ties into the theme of trust. Osman's decision to align with Sofia already sparked a crisis in the Oba, with Beys questioning his judgment. Now, Claudius' coup could deepen those cracks, forcing Osman to confront betrayal from within and without. In episode 191, I think we'll see Osman counter this threat with a bold strategy, maybe a secret alliance or a surprise military maneuver. But Kuruluş Osman never makes it easy. If Turgut Bey's return is tied to this plot, as the trailer suggests, he might bring critical intel or manpower to tip the scales. Still, I'm bracing for a twist, maybe Turgut's loyalty gets tested, or someone close to Osman flips to Claudius' side. Looking ahead, Claudius' coup could force Osman to rethink his alliances. Will he double down on Sofia, risking further unrest, or cut ties and face her wrath? The show's history tells us no victory comes without cost. Episode 191 might end with a cliffhanger, like a betrayal or a major loss, setting up an even bigger showdown. Next, we'll explore Gonka and Aladdin's arc and what it means for the K future. Stay tuned. We're halfway through our deep dive into Kuruluş Osman episode 191, and it's time to talk about one of the most emotional plotlines, Gonka and Aladdin Bey. If you've been following the show, you know their story is a roller coaster of love, danger, and sacrifice. Episode 190 left us holding our breath with Gonka's fate in Kukur's hands, and Aladdin's desperate plan hanging by a thread. Let's break down why this arc is so pivotal and what might unfold next. The Gonka Aladdin twist in 190 was heart-wrenching. Aladdin's clever plan to save his Gul Gonkaisai got flipped when Coup saw through it, putting Gonka's life on the line. This isn't just a personal drama, it's a microcosm of the show's central tension, the clash between heart and duty. Aladdin's torn between his love for Gonka and his role as a Kei leader, mirroring Osman's own struggles. The stakes feel so real because Kuruluş Osman doesn't shy away from loss. Characters we love can and do fall, which makes every moment like this hit harder. For episode 191, I'm expecting this arc to take a dramatic turn. The trailer didn't give much away, but Turgut Bey's return could play a role here. Maybe he intervenes to help Aladdin, or his arrival shifts Cou's focus, giving Gonka a fighting chance. But here's where the show might throw a curveball. What if Gonka survives but at a cost, like a rift with Aladdin or a sacrifice that changes her forever? The theme of sacrifice is huge in Kuruluş Osman. Think of Bala Hatton's struggles or Osman's losses. Gonka's survival could come with a price that tests Aladdin's resolve or even pushes him toward a darker path. Looking forward, this storyline could shape the next generation of Kei leaders. If Gonka makes it, her bond with Aladdin might strengthen, but a tragic outcome could harden him, setting up a new arc of vengeance or redemption. Either way, episode 191 will likely leave us emotional, with a twist that deepens their story. In part 4, we'll tackle Bala Hatton and Halim's journey. Keep watching. Back again, Kuruluş Osman fan. In this part, we're diving into one of the most gripping and emotional arcs, Bala Hatton and Halim's journey. Episode 190 gave us a gut punch with Halim's disappearance and Bala's relentless quest to find her, alongside Osman's struggle to hold the family together. This storyline is peak Kuruluş Osman. It's about faith, family, and the unbreakable will to protect what matters most. Let's analyze the twists and predict what's coming in episode 191. The twist of Halim's fall from the cliff in 190 was a masterstroke of tension. It wasn't just a physical plunge, it symbolized the emotional abyss Osman and Bala are facing. Their reunion with Halim after years apart was bittersweet, only to be shattered by her disappearance. This arc leans hard into the show's theme of endurance. Bala's journey with Halim, facing dangers and testing her faith, mirrors the broader Kei struggle to build a state against relentless odds. It's why we root for her. She's not just a warrior, she's a mother fighting for her child. For episode 191, I'm betting Bala's search will hit a critical point. The trailer's focus on Turgut Bey suggests he might cross paths with Bala, maybe bringing news of Halim or aiding her mission. But Kuruluş Osman loves to raise the stakes, so don't be surprised if Bala faces a new threat, like an ambush or a betrayal tied to Sophia's schemes. Sophia's accusation against Bala in 190 could resurface, complicating their alliance. A big twist might be Halim's own choice. Will she return to her family, or is her spirit too broken by the past? This arc's future could redefine Bala's role. If Halim is saved, it might strengthen Bala's resolve, but a loss could push her to a breaking point, affecting her dynamic with Osman. Episode 191 will likely end with a heart-stopping moment, like a reunion or a devastating revelation. In our final part, we'll tie it all together and look at the bigger picture. Almost there. Here we are, the final part of our Kuruluş Osman episode 191 analysis. We've covered Claudius' coup, Gonka and Aladdin's fight, and Bala's quest for Halim. Now, let's pull it all together and look at the bigger picture, how these plot twists shape the Kei dream and what episode 191 might mean for Osman's legacy. This show's all about building something greater than yourself, and the next episode could be a turning point. Let's dive in. The twists in 190, Sophia's alliance, Claudius' coup, Gonka's peril, and Halim's fall, aren't just isolated shocks. They're threads in the tapestry of Osman's vision, a state built on justice, faith, and unity. Every twist tests that vision, forcing Osman to navigate betrayal, loss, and doubt. The show's genius is how it balances personal stakes, like Bala's love for Halim, with epic ones, like Claudius' threat to Brusa. Episode 191 will likely amplify this, with Turgut Bey's return as a wild card. His presence could rally the Kei, but I'm expecting a twist, maybe a past mistake or a clash with Orhan, who's been wrestling with his own path. Looking at 191, the themes of loyalty and sacrifice will take center stage. Osman might counter Claudius with a daring move, like exposing a traitor or striking a new alliance, but it'll cost him, maybe a key ally or a piece of his soul. Gonka's fate could resolve, either uniting her with Aladdin or leaving him scarred. Bala's search for Halai might hit a climax, with a reunion or a tragic truth. Whatever happens, the episode will end with a bombshell, like a new enemy emerging or a shocking loss, keeping us hooked.